Hey guys, it's Vinny.
And this is Joe.
Jiren fights Goku in his Ultimate Instinct form, and this is very important for us looking at Goku's fighting style, but also very important for looking at Jiren's fighting style, because up until now, everything that anyone's really been talking about has all been really theory and guesses as far as what is Jiren like, what is his true power, is he all about what everyone thinks he's about, and does he have weaknesses, strengths, all those things. So we get to a little bit of an insight into that in this last episode. And I got to start it off with this. Jiren is no joke. It wasn't like hype. It wasn't like, sometimes you're like, oh, this person's really strong. There is no doubt about it. He is everything that he was made to be. He was all of that and more as Goku is going at Jiren. And I love the way they did it. He did it in his regular form, then he did it in his Saiyan form, then he did it in his red form, then he did it in his blue form, then he went blue times 10 probably first, and then blue times 20 with the Kaioken. And nothing worked on him. It wasn't even like, I think he's got a shot here. There was no shot. Nothing that even Goku could approach was even going to be close enough against Jiren. So that's the very first insight we get, is just the level, the strength level, the power level of Jiren in comparison to every form that Goku has up until this point.
Yeah, and as they're watching Goku go into his different forms and trying to fight Jiren, it becomes pretty obvious to Whis and others when he was saying there's a person who's stronger than the gods, that Jiren is this person. And you can see it even on Belmont's face that he probably fought Jiren before and lost. I mean, this is why he's so confident in Jiren and why he's telling him to take out Goku. And he's not even worried, like in episode 109, at all that Jiren's going to be able to take him out, because he just knows how strong he is. He's stronger than a god of destruction. I don't know how somebody can become stronger than a god of destruction like he did, but he definitely passed that. And it was pretty cool to see, like Vin was saying, going through each of the modes and him just standing there. Actually, it sort of reminded me of Cell in a way, where Cell was just taking Trunks's and Krillin's hits and not even moving. He was just like standing there seeing like his new form, and that he was like, I'm not way beyond these guys. And then finally, when Goku goes into his blue form, he actually has to move a little bit and do some stuff. At least he is somewhat able to actually stand up to Jiren. I don't see anybody else really in the tournament, maybe besides Vegeta or Frieza or maybe even Hit, be able to do anything to Jiren, because he's just on that different of a level, and he doesn't even have to even try. I mean, even when Goku was going his Kaioken times 20, he really wasn't trying. You can easily see that as the fight is going on, and when he even using the Spirit Bomb, he actually even closes his arms and just glares and able to push it back. Like, he's not even putting any type of force to it.
Right. So I mean, this is where we gain even more insight into this fight, is at the moment which Goku sort of is pushed into this new form, where he breaks through the shell, as we were told, and that he hits this Ultimate Instinct form as the Spirit Bomb pushes him there, absorbs it, whatever it is, and there's still speculation on exactly what happened here. Now we get to see Jiren in a fighting mode where he's actually fighting, right? I mean, he's not just sort of sitting there dodging a little bit. There's movement going on here, and it seems like whatever Goku and Jiren are doing, it's a very similar sort of a fighting style. It's this very instinctual, easy flow, like the moves that they're doing, like, as Whis had talked to Goku and Vegeta, like, you guys are thinking too much, right? You're anticipating too much. You just gotta do it. Just do it. They're just moving in a perfectly instinctual way, fighting each other, and that's what we see between the two of them as they're doing this, and it's great to see Goku in this new form, but we didn't even really know what Jiren was all about in this form, and that's what we see, and there's no doubt about it. These guys are stronger than the gods of destruction. I mean, Jiren is clearly the guy who's stronger than the gods of destruction, and if Goku is now approaching Jiren's level, even though it's not perfected because he sort of had that heat around him, it's based off of Beerus's response and even Whis' response of this Ultimate Instinct form that he has, that even the gods can't really approach this, or it's difficult for them to approach this, and that Goku is likely there, if that is what it is. They're fighting beyond the level of the gods right now, which is just an impressive thing to watch and to see Jiren's movements. And that gives us just a little bit more of an insight into Jiren as well, because now we see sort of these color indications from Jiren as he's doing these different attacks. So the first color indication we see is sort of this red aura that kind of hits when Jiren does specific things.
Yeah, as I was watching, I noticed pretty much two different distinctive attacks. One, like Vin said, the red aura, which seems to be like multiple punches that come out of nowhere. Like when they were looking at him, they said that they couldn't even see the punches, and Goku had like 20 punches on his stomach. It's just he glows red, and then all these punches come out of nowhere. So it seems to be some type of special ability he has. Now the other one is a blue aura with that seems to be like a push of energy. We saw this before when he was getting attacked by another person and he decided to just take him out. His eyes glowed blue for a second, and then you just saw this big burst of energy go out, and it pushed him out of the ring. And then we get to see this actually, I believe, like 2 more times with Jiren. And actually, I believe he used it once when he was closing his arms and he was pushing the spirit bomb back at Goku. That was actually him doing that blue aura, pushing it back.
So it's interesting that this is Jiren the Gray, right? He has this gray look, right? And when he's fighting, he's using these blue and red auras, like these attacks, to do different things. Is there a possible connection there with the states that Goku has been going through as well? Does this indicate to us that Jiren may have sometime in the past approached a god key sort of a thing and had moved and broken to his own level, and that Goku is doing that now as well? Again, that's theory on that there's no real truth to it per se, because we don't know for a fact. We don't even really know 100% what happened to Goku here. Even according to Whis, we're not 100% sure. But it's just this sort of tie-in with this red and this blue aura, that they're doing different things and that they're able to have different impacts on Goku as a fighter, but he's gray. And so, I don't know, I just find it interesting that there is that connection, and to see the fight between them. And it's possible that Goku broke into this sort of this gray ultimate instinct form here with his gray hair, gray eyes, and that it's possible that that's where Jiren is right now, in his place. But we know Goku's a Saiyan, and Saiyans are different than everyone else. I mean, this whole thing has always been about Saiyans and who they are. And he has an ability to get into this mode and to figure it out and to grow at a rapid pace, and to mix it with his Saiyan sort of transformation as well. So I don't think this bodes well for Jiren if Goku can perfect this. Likely, possibly, Jiren has perfected this mode, what he's in right now. Maybe that's why Jiren meditates so much, that he needs to make sure that he stays in this form, he sustains this form, he controls it, and that heat that was around Goku was sort of Goku unable to control it. But we got some really good insight into Jiren's fighting style here, what he was able to do, and again, how we started it off is how we'll end it here. Jiren was all that. He lived up to every piece of hype that there was about him. It wasn't like, he was okay of a fighter. It's very clear that there's nobody else on that platform that is reaching even close to their level. It's not even close. Goku went Super Saiyan. He went blue, God form blue, Kaioken 20. And it just didn't really do much to him. I almost felt like I was watching Goku fighting a god of destruction. That's what I felt like I was watching when he could do nothing against Jiren. So there's no doubt about it. He is everything that we thought he was going to be. But when Goku transforms, now the fight is on. And we're so much looking forward to Goku perfecting that state, that ultimate instinct state, and learning it and growing in it and seeing what's going to happen with this. So share, what are your thoughts on Jiren's fighting style? Did you like it? Was it exactly what you thought it was going to be? Did you expect more, expect less? Definitely leave a comment below. Leave your thoughts below. Please like and share, subscribe to this. Guys, it is getting exciting. We have seen a turning point in Dragon Ball Super here, I think. I hope they keep the content up as perfected as it was in these last 2 episodes. Just amazing. Some of the best episodes to come out of even the Dragon Ball universe entirely.
Yeah, best animation, best music. I mean, they just pulled everything out on this.
And they did a great job, guys. And as fans, we shut down those sites, as we talked about earlier in another video. So let's keep doing it again. We want to keep seeing more out of Dragon Ball Super. So again, like and subscribe and leave a comment below. This is Vinny.
And this is Joe.
Until next time.